Hey, what's up guys? Michael from School of Rock McAllen here. I'm a guitar instructor, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to do some two-handed tapping. So two-handed tapping is a really cool technique that was popularized by Eddie Van Halen in the 1970s. So basically this technique is going to involve us using our right hand or our picking hand to sound out notes using hammer-ons and pull-offs, usually high up in the guitar register to get really cool arpeggio sounds. So here's an example of what I mean with that. So in order to do this the right way, we got to make sure that I'm still holding onto my pick between my first finger and my thumb. Now I'm going to extend my middle finger on my right hand. If you're a left-handed player, it will just be the middle finger on your left hand. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of keep that real strong and use it to hammer on a note high up in the register like this. One thing to really watch out for here is your aim with your middle finger. You got to make sure that you're not tapping on the fret itself. We got to be right in that fret space like normally we do with our other hand. I'm going to use my palm to cover up every other string that we're not playing. The reason we want to do this is to mute it. Once we're doing the actual tapping, we're going to be creating a lot of motion, which is going to create a lot of noise on the other strings. So we want to make sure that those aren't making sounds, because it's going to sound pretty muddy if we make too much noise while doing the tapping. Now once we've got a solid handle on that, we're going to incorporate the left hand too. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go to the 5th fret now on the high E string with my first finger, and I'm going to kind of be going back and forth between the 5th and the 8th fret. I'm also going to keep the first finger down so that I have this hammer-on pull-off thing like this. It's really, really important that we keep a really solid handle on our fretting hand here, because if we don't, we're going to lose the sound and our taps aren't going to come out clear. Now let's try putting this all together. We're going to have a pattern of tap, first finger, 4th finger. So that's tap, first finger, 4th finger. Tap, first finger, 4th finger. And watch out there, when I say first finger, we're not actually going to be picking that or sounding it out. What we're going to be doing is pulling off from the 12th fret with our tap. So let's try this pattern real slow to make sure that we've got it down. Notice how when my tapping finger comes down, my 4th finger comes up. To make this sound really cool, we can add actually a different chord in there. What we can do basically is after a couple times of doing the pattern that we just went over, we can move our left hand down a fret. So instead of on the 5th and 8th fret, we'll be going to the 4th and 7th frets. We're going to get this kind of cool, like almost neoclassical metal kind of thing going on. Now, to make sure that you get that sounding out clearly when you're moving, it's going to take a bit of a practice, okay? So first go slow and just try doing it a little bit at a time. All right, and all up to speed, it should sound like this. Remember that for two-handed tapping, you're really going to have a solid understanding of hammer-ons and pull-offs in general. So if you're having trouble with this, if you're having trouble making your taps on your picking hand or the slurs on your left hand come out, make sure you take some time to practice hammer-ons and pull-offs. Understand how to make those sound out really, really clear. Well, that about does it for today. If you're interested in learning more, go ahead and call us at 956-687-ROCK to schedule a free trial lesson. Or you can go ahead and email us at mcallen@schoolofrock.com. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SOR McAllen. Go ahead and follow us, give us a like for any update. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.